Okay. I'll put a song on that I feel like hearing. I love this song as we enter in this space.
Tell me all your names, baby. Tell me all your names, I need to know.
For those who don't know who I am, welcome to my channel. This is your friend, your girl, Terry Devine, also known as Diana, the metaphysical midwife, where we discuss the divine feminine, the divine masculine within, finding the harmony and balance within ourselves so that we can express that into the world and experience. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. I don't want to be talking too low, but I don't want to be too high either. Energy's real relaxed. But yeah, so I'm here today. I wanted to just have a little Venus Day chit chat. It's Feminine Fridays. For those who don't know, I'm also on Clubhouse, and I have a club called the Divine Emergence, and I'll be going live today, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, with a few other goddess sisters of mine, and we do this every Friday at 1 p.m. discussing all things spirituality as it pertains to the feminine and goddess mythology and expressing our gifts, because so many different women with different gifts. We have those who are story weavers, we have goddess facilitators, we have womb healers, we have moon goddess priestesses. So it's a lot of different women from a lot of different backgrounds in the arts of spirituality sharing their gifts. And so I'm honored to be able to host this space. So if you guys are interested, it's on Clubhouse. Go to my Instagram. I have the link in my bio. But today I want to talk a little bit about my trip, guys. So for those who know, I went on a retreat to the Self-Realization of a Goddess retreat hosted by Reverend Kamisha of Black Fire Nation. It was a wonderful experience. And one of the experiences that we got to do, that we had the privilege of doing, was crystal digging. So we didn't actually get to go to a cave to dig up these crystals, but these crystals were provided in a bucket, and we got to go and sift through the bucket. And these are some of the crystals these are the crystals that I did find. And I want to show them off to you and then talk to you guys about them, because specifically, I'm using a specific crystal right now internally, and I'm going to share that with you guys in just a second. But I want to share my amethyst one that I found. Hope you guys can see that. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I found this one. I even had some rose quartz that came up. A really rare geode. You guys can see that one there. A tourmaline, another amethyst there. Even some fool's gold. Some emeralds. This is some tourmaline. I like a really small little emerald. But what came to me about this specifically, for those who know, I work with crystals, and crystals have been part of my spiritual path. And specifically today, I want to talk about amethyst, because it's one that has been in my practice for quite some years now. So I'm going to talk about this in particular. For those who don't know what this is a yoni egg, and it is an amethyst one, and actually I'm wearing one right now. And what I love about amethyst is actually one of my most favorite gemstones or crystals, because of its representation of transformation. Me personally, my life has been a lot of transformation, and it's been learning to feel protected during these different shifts that come into my life. And what the amethyst has done for me, it has really allowed me to embrace a bubble of protection around myself and to feel safe in my beingness. If you guys haven't been on my website, I just posted a blog post this morning. And in the blog, I said that I learned to minimize myself, not because I didn't like myself, but I had to learn to survive my encounters with people who didn't necessarily care for me or like me. And so doing that, I minimized myself and I created an environment within myself out of response of my external environment that I didn't have much control of. But I created this response to minimize my voice, minimize the way I showed up, not just for like in the world, but for myself. And what the retreat did, as we were digging crystals, I was digging up myself in a lot of ways. It was like I was going to the grave and talking to Lazarus, him herself, saying, rise up. And so within that realization, it brought me back to why this specific crystal is so important and what it has been revealing in myself, right? And I felt that I was able to transcend that um, that ideology I had. Not feel I did transcend it. And what came out of it or blossomed out of it was this ability now to show up and take space, take up space and not be concerned about will someone feel offended or will someone not like me? I don't necessarily care about others necessarily accepting me because I've learned to accept me. Okay? Another thing about this emergence that came up was the comfortability that I feel in myself, right? Like I'm really feeling myself. Like when I thought I knew me, I learned more about myself as far as how I want to be and what makes me whole in myself. So I wanted to come share that with you as I'm wearing this egg inside me and I'm gonna do some stretches here because another thing that I think is important, especially when we're working with crystals, is understanding the importance of the movement of the body and allowing that to be part of your practice. A lot of times when I work with clients, and then I had to learn this for myself too, we can mentalize our spiritual practice. And when we do that, we disconnect ourselves from the body, or we start to perceive the body as sinful or as lower. And I used to think that, but I no longer think that about the body. I honor the body as, yes, a vehicle of my experience, but I also honor it as a divine being, a divine piece of technology. I mean, think about it. Like, we know the body heals itself. Like, if you get a nick or a cut, the body within its own programming will start to fuse and send in antibodies, white blood cells, and all these other healing modalities that the body does to quickly and efficiently heal it and merge that. And it's automatic. It's not like I have to like consciously tell my body to do so. So with that just simple understanding, I started to look at my body the way I look at crystals, the way I look at other spiritual tools. This is a spiritual tool for me to utilize to experience myself as a divine being in this plane of dimension. So, with all that being said, I'm going to head. I'm playing the song called Mama Saturn by Trinell. And I love this song because it takes me on a cosmic journey of myself. So we're going to do that. We're going to do some stretching today. We're going to get in tune and feel ourselves and take this off and get adjusted. And welcome to my world. So, starting out with some stretching.
The Getting out so I can leave, then resurface on a path that's blue and pale. Thinking like a sinful, take care of my needs, so making where the leaves go, feed it to the people. Then we as a people say goodbye to ego. That's what love evolves into, hormones and infinite to never let it go. Close my eyes and raise my matter. Swing my hips
And what I've learned to do while wearing my crystal, one of the things this has been doing for my body is bringing awareness to my womb space. Because a lot of times for me, I didn't pay attention to that space. Took it for granted, only because I didn't understand the power that was within. And when I have my yoni again, I am conscious of the contracting of my vaginal walls or my pelvic floor muscle. And I am consciously now contracting as I breathe in and releasing it as I breathe out. And it is bringing that awareness with this specific crystal. Some of the chemical makeup of amethyst, for those who don't know or want to know, learn more about the chemical makeup here, is amethyst is, and I have my notes here so I can, let me put my glasses on so I can see, because I can't really see the words. Amethyst here is made up of iron and aluminum, and because it is also part of the quartz family, it's an amplifier. And the iron portion of that is important, specifically for women who suffer from anemia, which is low iron. Working with amethyst, especially if you use it internally, does help bring in that iron into the body. I still recommend that you eat dark green leafy foods and other high iron foods to help that iron level rise. But another way to, and in tandem with that, is working with amethyst internally. Now, you also, if you're not big on your yoni crystal yet, you're not knowing how to implement this or insert this, I do offer a service on my website where I share my links. I have my link on Instagram where you can actually sign up with me to do a yoni demonstration along with the yoni egg session. But for those who are not ready to do that portion yet, what you can do if you have amethyst, you can actually put amethyst in your water and allow it to charge your water. And the properties of that amethyst will amplify in your water. And then you can also ingest the water that way. So that's another way of working with your crystals as well. But let's get back into some of this breathing here. If you guys want to do some breathing with me, that'd be great. I will talk it through for you. We're going to breathe in. And as you're breathing in, you're contracting your pelvic floor muscles. Hold for 2, 3, 4, and release. Beautiful. Contract again as you breathe in. And then you hold that right there. Whatever it is that you're feeling, just hold it right there, right? And breathe out as you release. That felt good. Let's try it again. Let's do it again. Let's breathe it in. As you are holding that space there, what's coming up for you as you're contracting? What is it that's being revealed, amplified? Hold it and release. Now, I want you guys to do this too. While you are breathing in, I want you to breathe in all of it, what is that you want to attract. Love, abundance, faith, wisdom, and intuition, a love, whatever it is that you want to attract. I want you to think of that as you breathe it in, right? And as you hold it, you're contracting these pelvic floor muscles now, right? Holding that yoni egg within you, holding that space. When you release, exhale, I want you to make a and orgasmic breath of release. And the reason why you want to do an orgasmic breath of release is because you are now giving into the bliss of what it is that you're wanting to receive, okay? That you are open and creating space to receive. And also too, you are removing anything that is going to take up space that no longer has residency within you, so that you can clear the way for all that beautiful energy that you are storing back within inside you, okay? So we're gonna do another breathing technique, okay? So let's go ahead and get ready. We're gonna breathe in deep and full and contract those beautiful muscles right here, contract it. What are you bringing in? Yes, and hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Breathe it in. I'm breathing it in and I'm holding space, allowing it to sit. And I'm going to release. Do it again. Breathe in. Hold that space, hold that love, hold that what is that you're holding in. And then release. Yes, embrace your matter. I love this song. We're going to do it again. We're going to breathe in. Hold that breath in and release. What's coming up for you when you're doing that? What is a blockage if you're feeling blockages? What's the first thing that comes to you? I love that about Amethyst is because it would amplify that in you. What's intuitively there that you're holding in. All right? So let's bring some awareness to that. Let's sit with it for a second, okay? So we're gonna breathe in as we bring awareness to what it is that we feel is blocking whatever it is that we're trying to receive. So let's do it. Let's breathe in. And let's sit with that. What do you feel? How does your body feel? Release. That felt good. I'm gonna tell you what came up for me. Came up for me was being apprehensive. And that comes usually when I know I need to do something. I start to feel a little, what's this? But it's not to be afraid of action. It is about doing it in spite of. All right? So we're going to do another breathing in, okay? Ready? Let's breathe in. Hold space for that you are here to receive. Hold space for it. And now release with the That felt good. Let's do another inhale. And exhale. Yes. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. That feels so good. Connecting with the body, connecting with that breath. Yes. Okay, guys, I want to, this is Friday, and we are in our feminine flow today. I'm going to pull some cards for us today. I got this new deck when I was out there on my retreat, and it's called the Healing Oracle deck by Mario Dubois. And I really like these. I really like this deck. So we're going to pick our mantra for the day, for this beautiful Friday. And I'm going to actually be doing a pre-recorded video that I'll post very soon that's going to be going through the astrological transits that are coming up. We're already currently in a Pluto retrograde, but we also have Mercury retrograde coming up. We also have Saturn, it's retrograde, so going to do a little energetic report of what's coming up and what we can do to prepare for it, okay? So that will be posting live soon. And of course, you guys know we're going to go through our Divine Masculine series, which I am excited to see what will come up for us. So what is the message that we are here, the affirmation for us on this beautiful Friday? Ooh, I love this one. So the affirmation that came up for us is success. As I put my second eyes on, I'm going to read this to you guys. We're going to affirm it together. So I'm going to read it, and then we're going to say it together afterwards. Or like I'm going to say it and then repeat it back. That's the best way we're going to do it. So let's get into this. This card says, success. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. Ashe. All right, so I'm going to say it and I want you guys to repeat back to me, okay? Well, don't repeat it back to me, but you repeat it so that you can say it to yourself. Affirm that. So it goes. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. Ashe. Ashe. I'm going to read it again just for you to hear it, but then you guys will continue to repeat this mantra to yourself. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. Ashe. Ashe. I love that. I love that. I love that for us. I love that. You know what I love about this card? What is coming up for us is where our blockages shows. Because in our weakness is where we find our strength. And with me, when it came to success, I saw success in a very patriarchal Western civilization way. Get a degree, go to college, get a job, get a husband, have some children, buy a house. And not saying those are not pathways to success, where that is a successful way of living based on that ideology. But for me, when I truly started to feel successful was when I started to live freely in my own wisdom and freely in the knowing that I am divinely guided, loved, and protected. And I start to now show up, take action fearlessly, but not lacking fear, but fearlessly. That makes a lot of sense. So I really love that this card showed up today as our affirmation. I'm going to pull from two more decks. I'm going to pull from the Ancestors and Angels, and also my Shaman Medicine deck. So we're going to take in the message that our ancestors and angels and spirit guides have for us for this day, this beautiful Friday, this Venus day. Okay, that came. And let me pull this card along with it. I really love this shaman medicine deck. You guys can see that. I really, really, really love this deck. Y'all gonna trip out when you guys see what card came out. Awesome. Okay, let's get into it. So what our ancestors and angels are saying to us, we got the Lord card. And what does that say? Take charge with authority. Ooh, I love that. And then we just talked about showing up and taking action fearlessly. Not saying that you don't feel the fear, but you do it fearlessly, okay? And the second card from our shaman deck is West, which says purge. I'm going to pull out the book here and see some additional insights. But what I'm already seeing is already tying into what our oracle affirmation. So with the Lord card, it's the message to do not be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There's no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging to hold your ground and speak your mind freely and fiercely in a loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that are not working for your growth. And it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings energy and ambition and can show you the potential to move upwards on a professional level. But only if you act with authority and show who you truly are. Ashe? Ashe, I love that. I love that that came up for us because that's right in alignment with what we were talking about in taking success, right? And for a lot of us, that's what success is going to mean for you, is for you to show up and take authority in your life and in the changes that you want to see by the movements and how you move. Let us go into the next card, the West, and it's saying to purge. This one here, let's see. Oh, I love this. It says, whatever it is that, let me get my words together, that Mercury retrograde is getting to me. We're in that shadow phase. Whatever it is that has been eating away at you, it is now time to get it off your chest. Spit it out and say what you feel. You have the voice, so use it. That's the second time we heard about our voice. Look here, guys. I hope you guys are resonating with this. Take this in. I think this is what Mercury retrograde is going to be showing up for us too, about speaking your truth, speaking your voice, showing up. Problems cannot be solved if nobody is aware of them. If you are in a bad relationship, get out. Make the necessary preparation by telling a close ally. Wow. You will get support when you speak up. If there is a work issue, speak to your boss and give them the opportunity to correct things. And if they can't or they won't, you can always seek out what you need from your life elsewhere. If you have been living by another person's rules, beliefs, or systems that don't serve you, now is the time to no longer abide in that. And you don't have to explain your why to no one. As a spiritual warrior of the West, this is now telling you to lead and dismantle and destroy all habits and beliefs that no longer serve your purpose in a positive way. And the affirmation that comes with this card is remove all which no longer serves you. Let the cleansing waters make you stronger. Clear your mind, body, and soul now so that you can have room to feel what makes you whole. Now, that is a beautiful message. A beautiful message. And I hope you guys take this with you and apply this to your life, that you have the authority to speak into existence, and not just to speak it, but to take the necessary action that is dedicated and devoted and committed to the positive affirmations that you are here to express and experience. If you guys haven't read my recent blog, I highly, highly suggest that you go to tahiradivine.com, read about my blog called Left a Queen, Returned a Goddess. I love you all. I am signing off, and this is your girl, Tahiri Devine, also go by Diana Prince, the metaphysical midwife. You can find me on all my social sites as Tahiri Devine. I love you, and until next time, peace.